A game-changing Notion update just dropped, guys. We now have Notion charts. What does that mean? That means we can create charts and data visualizations of our Notion data directly within Notion without the need of third-party apps. This is insane, guys. I've been waiting for this for a while, and I can't wait to get into the use cases. I'm going to show you how I've been trying this out and experimenting with this. So this remarkable new feature will allow you to create bar charts, pie charts, and line charts within Notion with your existing data. So let's get right into this. I'll show you how it's done, and then I'll show you how I'm using it so far. So let's go. So welcome to my dashboard. Right in here we have some current tasks. So this is a view of my task database. When I press the plus sign there, I see this new option called chart. So when I press that, I can link a database. We'll link the task database. And now we have charts here. So you can decide what type. So maybe for this one, we'll go for a vertical bar chart. And then on the x-axis, I want to show the type, for example. And now we can sort that. Perfect. Omit zero values. We don't need that right now. And then we might want to show. All right, so now that we're in this UI, I'm going to choose a donut chart type. I'm going to want to show the area of that task, and then, yeah, we're going to auto color that, blah, blah, blah. Good. That means that we can now see the total amount of tasks in my task database, which is more than I thought, 555. And now I can see that by every area. This is also interactive, so you see things highlight like this. It's just so clean. I really love the design and what they've done here. So now I can see, you know, what percentage of tasks is assigned to which area of my life. So I just get a visual representation of what I've been focusing on this year. And similarly, we can change the graph a little bit using the same database, and maybe we could do a vertical bar, but this time the x-axis should be maybe the due date. So if we change that to a monthly view, and actually let's go for a line graph. So what we see now is the amount of tasks completed on a month-to-month basis. So you can really see when my productivity was high. April and May were crazy. I completed a lot of tasks. Now in summer has been a little slower again. So it's just super interesting to see how this works, and I see so many use cases. I'll actually show you another one while we're at it. So we'll delete that. One problem is that you can only have a single chart on the free plan. If you do want to actually use this more, and I think this is super valuable, then you can go down to the link in my description to get the plus plan of Notion and sign up for that. It's only €9.50 a month, so I think that's really reasonable. You also get database automations and other features with that, so go check that out if you're interested. And now moving on, I'll add a new chart to this daily check-in I have here. This is basically, let's actually drag that down there so that we can see it better. And in here I track my mood and just the daily update of my step count, and that step count is what we want to show now. So we're going to show the steps, and then we're going to take maybe a daily view of my steps. There you go. Okay, so this might be a little chaotic. We might want to maybe go from a daily view to a monthly view, and then we might want to show the average steps every month. So now you also see, you're seeing this data. You can see how many steps have I been taking on average this month. You can see in July and August it's really exploded because I've been working, and that's a really physical job, so I walk around for hours a day. And this is just so much fun. You can really see what you've been up to and how much you've been moving, and it's just such a blast. It's so fun to mess around with these charts. And just looking at some more features, we can also color these differently, so you can choose a color palette to kind of like fit the theme of your Notion page. So I might want to go for a blue one because everything else here is pretty blue as well. So that's really fun too. And then I can also save this chart as a PNG or an SVG, so I can download that and save that for later if I want to use that in different apps and programs. And then you can also add grouping. You can change the height to make it like much bigger like this, or you can remove the data labels, remove grid lines, or have names for your axes as well. So that's kind of like this new configuration UI element that came with the charts. This is what a chart looks like. That's all for today, guys. I won't make it longer than necessary. I'll see you next week again for more Notion content, so subscribe to make sure you don't miss that, and have a nice week. Bye bye.